watching Dante's Boxing Nation.
From what I seen, Shakur was basically saying that he feel like he worth more. Feel him on that. He want a better split, a more fair split. But I feel like Devin, I don't know, he took like a lower percentage to go against Kambosos. He had to do that. So I feel like sometimes as fighters, we might have to accept certain terms like that, to get in those type of positions, and then the tables turn. Oh, we gonna bang out. We gonna take that. We're gonna take that because we trying to get to the top, and then after that, table's gonna turn. So
we gonna bang out. We gonna take that because when we get to the top, table's gonna turn. This is what Frank Martin said. Now, you guys heard at the beginning of that interview, he also said Shakur Stevenson, he believed Shakur Stevenson, he wanted more money. He wanted a better split. He was talking about the Devin Haney situation. Frank Martin was saying the same thing that George Kambosos said, which is Shakur Stevenson, he should have took the 25%. He should have made the same sacrifices that Devin Haney made to go to Australia and become undisputed, beating George Kambosos. This was something that Frank Martin said obviously way before he was in serious negotiations to fight Shakur Stevenson for the WBC vacant belt. But it still speaks volumes what he said. It was only a couple days ago that we were all under the impression that this fight was a done deal. It was a foregone conclusion. We just wanted to get the official date of when it would be announced, right? Then out of nowhere, we get reports the fight is completely off and Frank Martin has pulled out of the fight. More recently, Jay Prince, I played a clip, Shakur Stevenson's manager, Jay Prince, he came out and he said, Frank Martin not scared. He not scared at all. He said, hopefully, he says yes by Monday. Well, it's Tuesday now, at least Tuesday where I'm at. Tuesday, 11 o'clock in the morning in beautiful Thailand. And the only response we've got from Frank Martin so far is "Ein duck-ish." That's what he posted on his Twitter or Instagram. And then he went completely ghost again. Of course, everyone is trying to figure out what's really going on behind closed doors. I see people in my comment section saying, let's wait to see what happens first. We don't know. Maybe it's a money thing. Maybe he's fighting someone else in negotiations. We're getting all type of speculation, but we still don't know exactly why Frank Martin is pulling a move like this. I'm hoping we're going to find out within a week or so. Now, Shakur, he did actually respond to the one post that Frank Martin put up when Frank Martin said, "Ein duck-ish." Shakur, he fired back by saying, so what, you just ghosted the situation? Tell them people how you was making quadruple more than your biggest payday. Shakur is obviously revealing what Frank Martin would have made if he would have took the Shakur Stevenson fight as opposed to what he was making before. Now, according to reports, I looked this up, and Frank Martin's biggest fight, which was against Michelle Rivera, the Ali lookalike, he made $75,000, and Rivera made $200,000, and Frank made around $100,000 in his very last fight. Now, you got to imagine how much is that after you pay your whole team. Remember, Frank Martin, he did say, we got to accept those terms to get to a certain situation, and then the tables will turn. Basically meaning, then we'll be on top. Then we will have all of the power. Just like Devin Haney has today. He has all of the options. Devin Haney always wanted the Lomachenko fight more than any other fight. The only reason he got that fight was because of the sacrifices he made going to Australia to beat George Kambosos. Now Frank Martin is saying he's willing to do the same thing, and he's accusing Shakur Stevenson of not doing it when it came to the negotiations with Devin Haney. That whole clip of Frank Martin talking, that was him saying that he would have did what Shakur Stevenson wasn't willing to do for the ultimate prize, which was all of the belts. I still can't believe how silent Frank Martin is. And what is really confusing is both parties, they agreed to cancel the purse bid. So that means that at some point, both parties were agreeing to making this fight come to fruition. And out of nowhere, out of the blue, we get reports that the fight is completely off And Frank Martin has pulled out of the fight. Not reports that there's been stalls in negotiations, not reports that there's been a little bit of a roadblock, but the fight is completely off. Boy, that was pretty subtle. And I tell you guys right now, if Frank Martin, once again, doesn't have a bigger fight lined up than the Shakur Stevenson fight, he's going to be left twisting in the air. And Shakur Stevenson, even though this is bad for Shakur, he still has Edwin De Los Santos, which is another good fight. It's not quite as big as the Frank Martin fight would have been because Frank Martin is undefeated. You know, he's with Team Errol Spence. You know, it just would have been a little bit bigger. But Del Santos, he has knockout power. He's coming off of a really, really big win. He's going to be trying to knock out Shakur the entire night. So it's definitely going to be an exciting fight. With that being said, that's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.
All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes,
Fever blisters, diabetic ulcers.
this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called OLEKEY Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to OLEKEY.com.
Like them on Facebook and follow them on Instagram.
Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com.
My name is Chris, and I'm all the way here from Anchorage, Alaska at Scalp Carolinas, and I'm here for my second treatment of SMP. Well, I was sitting at home one day and going over my Facebook page, and they have different, like advertisements popping up, and I saw one for SMP. And I saw some pictures of some guys, before and after, and I was looking at that, and it caught my attention. So I Googled it. SMP, nothing showed up in my area. So, I did a little more research, and all of a sudden, Scalp Carolinas popped up in the web browser. So I started watching his videos and seeing all the reaction from all the other people. We talked on the phone, we made appointments and everything. I sent him pictures, and he looked at them, and I was like, "Can you fix this?" And, he pretty much said, "No problem." My first session, he made me feel extremely comfortable. It was almost like I was talking to family. He started, and during the whole treatment, we talked and, about our families and our life and, and things that he does and things that I do. And before I know it, the first session was over. When you see someone doing something that they love, as much as I see Enoch Glover love what he does, it shows in his work. I wouldn't point anyone in any other direction but here to North Carolina, Scalp Carolinas, to get this done.